Hello, everyone. It is Friday. Wow, I can't believe it. But I wanted to tell you all of the cool, awesome, amazing things that are happening for BCC Evolution in July. But first, I want to kick it off and just say thank you so much to all of you that participated and came to our annual Mental Health and Suicide Awareness Film Festival back in June. It was an incredible experience, and so many lives were touched. We're actually going to be announcing the winners this week for best overall, most impactful, and people's choice. So if you were there, make sure you tune in later. But now I want to turn to July. What is coming up for BCC Evolution in July? Oh my gosh, there are so many things. That's why I decided to jump online. Online? Yes, we're online. I just finished, I'm all prettied up today because I just finished my keynote speech. Wow, my brain's not working anymore because apparently I spoke too much. But I just finished up my keynote speech for Success Fest 21. I'll be launching a lot more details in actually shortly, I think, and it'll just be amazing. So, anyways, that's to come. First and foremost, yesterday we had our mini headshot sessions with Mark Stevens Photography. Thank you to all of you that participated. We ended up raising $1,270, which is incredible. That will definitely help us move forward and get the rest of our curriculum written, which is another exciting thing. Module 1 is done. Well, my side's done. Now it goes to like all the legality and all that stuff. So my part is done. And now moving on to module 2, then I'll do module 3 and then module 4. That's kind of how it works when you write curriculum, right? So yesterday, again, we had our mini headshots and we were able to raise $1,270. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to all of you that participated. And from what I heard, everybody had an amazing experience, which is great. So looking forward, what is coming up for BCC Evolution in July? I told you there's so much happening, so I have to tell you live. The next event that we're doing is we're doing a partnership with Dos Amigas. They are a Mexican food delivery. Their food looks really delicious, but basically there is a minimum order. It's $45 and then there's a $5 delivery. So it's about $50, but you can get meals for your family, for you, whomever you want. You just have to be in the Denver metro area. So if you're outside of that, I'm sorry, this one you can't participate in. However, those of you that are outside, we have plenty more opportunities coming up. So we will be running that from the 14th of July till July 20th, and then delivery of the actual food will be on July 21st. So you'll have that time frame to look at their menus and decide what you actually want, but you have to get your orders in by the 20th for delivery on the 21st. And if you're anything like my family, we love Mexican food and tacos and tamales, and oh, it looks so delicious. I'm so excited. So that is one way. If you're in the Denver metro area, you can support us. If you're not, or if you don't like Mexican food, which is totally fine too, we have been accepted, I guess is the best word, into a challenge for nonprofits. It's called A Community Thrives. And we're competing for a chance to earn grant money, which could be huge for BCC Evolution. So that will run July 19th. Yes, they're slightly overlapping, but July 19th through August 13th. So you have almost a whole entire month to help us out. But we have to raise a minimum of $3,000 to qualify just for any of the grant money. The more that we can raise, the better it's going to be, because then we'll have even more opportunity. And the money that's on the line is 25,000, 50,000, and 100,000. And like I said, that could be huge at any of those levels for BCC Evolution, especially with all the things that are coming up. So if you're not in Colorado, you don't like Mexican food, which, all right, I'll let you have that one, or you just want to do something different, I will have way more details that will be on our website about all of these things coming up. I did have a mental health first aid class scheduled for next weekend, but we haven't gotten anybody signed up. So I'm going to move that. But the cool thing about this particular mental health first aid class is, I don't know if you knew, but we had a family back in May. Their son completed suicide. He was 21 years old. And they were so gracious and chose BCC Evolution to donate to and have everybody send money in lieu of flowers. So with those funds, we have decided to sponsor 2 full, and full is up to 15, but 2 full mental health first aid classes in Greg Miller's honor. And so what that means to you is this class is free. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to take the mental health first aid classes that Kelly keeps talking about, but $75 for whatever reason was a little bit too pricey for me, this is your chance to get it free. Again, it was scheduled this weekend. I'm like, what is today? Today's the 9th. Oh my gosh. So it was scheduled this Sunday, but you have to have at least a week to 4 days prior to get your pre-work done, which is 2 hours. So I'm going to move that date to a later date in either July or August. I've got to double check my calendar, but I'm going to throw out 2 classes that are going to be 100% free. It's all online. It's only 4.5 hours plus the 2 hours pre-work. So a total of 6.5 hours of time that you have to dedicate. But I'll tell you, if you're wanting to understand anything about mental health, this is your first step. And then that'll lead you into what our curriculum is called Breaking the Cycle of Trauma. It's going to be completed, at least my side, by the end of July. That's the commitment that I have made. So I'm writing a module per week. And then it takes them on average about a week for every week that I do to do the legalities and make it all pretty and final. So we'll be ready to launch by September 1st at the latest. And that is so exciting because you're going to be able to take a mental health first aid class. And if you jump into these 2 classes that I'm offering for free, then the Breaking the Cycle of Trauma is going to be that second level. And we have a group of folks that are going to be our trial people because they donated back in May with the crowdfunding that we're doing. So all of you that donated at that point are going to get the Breaking the Cycle of Trauma education course for free due to your donations. So lots of things happening. Let's see, what else? I am getting my NLP Master Practitioner at the end of July into August. Oh, and the other really exciting thing that just came up, I've been invited to the Cherry Creek School District new teacher orientation. And there's going to be about 350 to 400 teachers at this event. So yes, I am going. I'm very excited. And we are bringing our Be Kind to Your Mind care packages for teachers to this event, which is really, really exciting that we have this chance. I currently right now on hand have enough supplies to make 45 teacher boxes. And I don't know how this is going to look. So if you're watching this and maybe you have some ideas, I would absolutely love, and I don't think that it's not possible. I just would need a lot of help. It would take about $5,800 to make 350 boxes. With that said, we don't have that funding. Hence the reason we're doing all these fundraisers and the community thrives trying to win that grant money. But maybe you know somebody that really loves teachers, or maybe you're a teacher yourself, or maybe you know somebody in the media that would absolutely love to get around a cause to raise some funds to be able to hand out these subscription boxes to all the teachers that come through that door. How cool would that be to be a new teacher and be handed this box full of goodies and wanting to promote your mental health? I think it'd be pretty cool. So that's just a thought that popped in my mind. I know we have so much else going on this month, and that's kind of why I didn't put it out there yet. The other day, I was actually going to make a post and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, he reached back out to me. I had a conversation with him several months ago about how we can start getting intertwined into the school districts. And they really love the concept of the Be Kind to Your Mind teacher care packages. And so I think it would be amazing if we were able to cover all 350 up to the 400, which I'm sure are other faculty and staff. But that's just a thought. I'm throwing it out there and it gave me like chills. So maybe somebody's already thinking about the ideas that they have of how we can just exclusively raise funds to be able to donate those boxes. It's August 5th, so we would have to get the money sooner than later just so that I can order all the supplies. Or maybe you know a company that does supplies and or anything that goes in our box. So if you want to know what actually goes in the box, and maybe you know a company like Target or Walmart or somebody that would be willing to donate those goods and make it a free thing, man, that would be incredible. So this is going way longer as always. Oh, I guess I'm only at like 12 minutes. Normally it goes way longer, but I just think it would be incredible to be able to hand out care packages to every single new teacher that comes through. And I know that sounds like a lot, but I also heard that there's a lot of teachers that are retiring this year early just due to last year and how hard the struggle was. So you have to give it up to our teachers for taking on that burden of having to wear masks and having to deal with the kids and pull up the mask. I know that was a common thing with my son. He kept wearing it like right here, and his teacher and his principal were like, pull up your mask. So just having to go through that and the stresses of being pulled out of school, then put back in school, then pulled out of school, then put back in school, and think about how that has challenged our children and their mental health. We really have to start thinking about these things. So I think that it would be amazing to be able to donate all of those boxes, but we would definitely need some major help or major brainstorming. So if you have ideas, reach out to me, drop a comment. However you want to get to me, and let me know what your thoughts. But otherwise, we have the Mexican food delivery coming up. We have the Community Thrives, which I will be spreading my reach as far as I possibly can so that we can make a life-changing year for BCC Evolution and win some of that grant money. And then also, how can we find a way to sponsor all of the Be Kind to Your Mind boxes? Again, it would be $5,800 for us to make 350 of them. And that's at our cost, from the vendors that I've been going through. I don't know, maybe there's cheaper vendors. Maybe I can make it a lower price. I don't know. What's your thought? Come at me. And then we'll have 2 sponsored mental health first aid classes in honor of Greg Miller and his family and celebrating his life. So watch for those. I don't know what the dates are going to be yet. I will figure those out. And my promise to you is I know this was a lot of information. So jump on bccevolution.org. By tomorrow, I will have a calendar, a pretty cool calendar up on the website that will show you all of our events. And hopefully you can join us. And trust me, if you're wanting to volunteer, you don't have the funds right now, but you want to volunteer and you want to help. If we secure funding for all those boxes, I'm going to need major hands on deck to get those built, stuffed. And I have no idea where I'm going to put 350 to 400, but we'll figure it out. All right. So that's what's happening in July. And it's my birthday month. You can't forget that. July is the best month. Maybe that's why we have so many things going on. Oh, and Doe Dreamery in Parker is still donating a portion of their proceeds back to BCC Evolution, which is super exciting. So grab some edible cookie dough. It's delicious. We have our Surviving the Storm networking group next Thursday on the 15th at 6 p.m. at Doe Dreamery in Parker. So 6 to 7 p.m. Man, we have a lot going on. Yeah, just go to bccevolution.org. Check out the calendar that I promise I'll have up at the very, very latest by Sunday, and see which event speaks to your heart and send me a message, drop a comment if you have any ideas. And I hope to see you at some point this July at all the things that we have going on. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your Friday.